Okay, so welcome to everyone. Now this lecture we are going to learn how to control microcontroller through Python. So normally we have selected Atmega 328P, that is known as Arduino Uno board, and that is connected with PC through serial port. So we will be using serial communication. So basically when we are going to control, we are going to send data to microcontroller. Basically we are going to handle digital and analog IOs. Okay, so in case of digital, it will be either high or low, that means on or off, like it's called on off control. And in case of analog, it will be normally in microcontroller, the analog output is exhibited as PWM output. Okay, so basically the duty cycle of the PWM will be controlled. So we don't have sufficient number of LEDs, so we have taken only 2 LEDs. One is connected with pin number 13, that will demonstrate as digital output, and another LED is connected with pin number 11. 11 pin is a PWM pin, so we will be controlling the voltage of that particular pin. It will vary 0 to 5 volt, and this will we will demonstrate it by controlling the brightness of the LED. So now I am going to explain the code. So this is the code. See, it's a very simple code. First I will keep that code for some time, so that the people, when it will be they will be using it, they can copy it. So this is the first portion of the code. Okay, so you can pause here and you can write the code, and I have given the explanation of each and every line by commented it, so you can easily understand it. Now I am going to this is the, so it was up to this, so now I am going to show this. Okay, I am holding it for some time, then I am going to the last part of the code. See, it is like this, and finally it is like this. Okay, so let us now explain the code. So here we are using a function. So these are the people who are doing microcontroller and its control, so they are familiar with this kind of syntax, so I am not detailing these things. That is a part of basic microcontroller course that you can see in my channel. So this is basically sending data from Python to a microcontroller. So here I am using one function, it is called serial.available. It is always checking the serial port, any data is coming or not. If any data is coming, then that data, this serial.parseInt, means, you know, the data which will be received through serial port, it will be ASCII, but you have to convert into integer and all. So that command is serial.parseInt. So these are the library function. You can read about that from the help. You will be there, the detailed explanation will be there. So whatever data it is sent by Python to microcontroller, it will be stored in a variable X. Now here I have used the indexing. That means first I am dividing it by 1000. Say if I send 2000, then if I divide it by 1000, so my value of D will be 2. So if the value is coming, the D value finally, if it is 2, then I will transfer it to for pin number 2. So that's why you see here I have written if D is 2 and my this percentage 1000 means it will divide by whatever data it is received through serial port by microcontroller, it will divide by 1000 and the remainder will be stored in the variable REM. So now D is the pin and remainder will decide the action whether it will be high or low. So you see here, that's why I have written if D is equal to 2 and my remainder is 1, then the particular that pin will be high, and if the remainder is 0, then it will be low. That means to handle, suppose I want to make high pin number 2, then I have to send 2001. So if I send 2001, then my value of D will be 2 and my remainder is 1. Then this condition is satisfied and that pin number 2 will be enabled. That 5 volt will be coming as output. Similarly, if I want to off it, I have to send 2000. So if I send 2000, then my value of D is 2 and my remainder is 0. Then it will satisfy this condition and that particular pin will be low or off. So in this way I have made all the digital output pins. It is still like this. So here we have used pin number 13, so we will be showing that only. Now for PWM pin, this is also same, but this reminder, it is the basically it is the duty cycle. So the resolution of the PWM here, it is 256. So say suppose I have entered 356. That means the pin number 3 will give 5 volt. Suppose I am giving 3128. So 128 is the half of 256. So in that analog pin 3, that time it will give 2.5 volt because the microcontroller is working in 5 volt logic, 50% duty cycle. So similarly for all, here we have used pin number 11. So pin number 11 is connected with LED. So if I send 11,256, then that pin number 11 will produce 5 volt, and if I send 11,128, it will produce 2.5 volt, and if I send 11,064, it will give 1.125 volt, and so on. So this is the simple code, and indexing I have used to designate to handle the particular pin. Now I am coming to the now I am coming to the particular Python code, how it is done. So let me open. So first I will show the code. You see, this part is we are defining the COM port, and these are the standard syntax. Okay, here because this code was written by some of my students, so they have embedded some logo and picture of them. So these are the things. So these are the level. Okay, and here you see they will be through this, from here only actual code started. So here only they are sending the duty cycle. So this is for pin number 3. it's a analog output pin. So they will be entering the desired duty cycle. So, and it will be stored in that variable U1, and then this U1 is added with 3000, because as I told, it's pin number 3. Then because now it is integer, but that will be sent to the serial port will not understand whether it is integer, float or anything. It will only understand as ASCII, as a string. So that's why I have converted it as string, and then that value I am sending to that particular port, the respective serial port. Similarly, that thing is here it is done for pin number 5, pin number 6, pin number 9, pin number 10, pin number 11. Then this is pin number 2, it is digital pin. Again I am telling, now I am telling it's a digital pin. So for digital pin, you see, as I told, if I send 2001, then my value of D is 2 and the remainder is 1. So in that case, that particular pin will be high. Other case, if I send 2000, then my value of D is 2 and the remainder is 0. So in such case, that particular pin will be low. Okay. In this way, the digital pins are controlled. I'll show you the, I'll keep the, I'm sorry, I will keep the code once again so that you can write it. It is up to this line. Now here I will hold this portion for few seconds. I will hold this portion for few seconds. I will hold this portion also. And this is the end of the code. So now, because as I told, my system is very slow, so my student Mr. Vishwa is there. He is from Anna University. So he will be demonstrating the working of the code. Now I would like to request Vishwa to run the code and first show the GUI by sharing your screen. You see, this is the code exactly what I shown. Now he will be running that code. You see, these are the basically this course they are doing. Vishwa, he is from Anna University. Aratrika Roy Chaudhary, he is from University of Calcutta, and Abhinav Kumar Gupta, he is from National Institute of Technology, Silchar. Okay, so this is the GUI. As I told, here we will be using pin number 11 and pin number 13. So that button is created. Now if if he hits pin number 13 on, pin number 13 will be on. You see, pin number 13 is on. That LED which is connected to pin number 13, it is on. Now make it off. You see, it is off. So like this way, if LEDs are connected for all the pins, so it will work. Now I am controlling analog pin 11. So the duty cycle will vary from 0 to 255. You give 255. You see that a particular LED is glowing with full brightness. Now you reduce to say 100. You see the brightness reduced. Now keep it 10. You see it is further reduced. You put it 1. You see it is further reduced. So this is the way to handle analog and digital pin of microcontroller. So I have shown the microcontroller code as well as the Python code also. So hope this will be useful to you all. My contact details, it will be given in the description box. If anyone wants further clarification on that, so you can always contact me. I will be happy to help you. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for your patience.